have another speaker to be able to share with you today. And the beautiful Sandy has actually been working with our NMD school attendees, which was awesome. We had NMD school. Sandy has actually done some coaching since that with them, and we've been doing some masterminds as well. So Sandy likes to say she has a 360-degree view of our industry from both sides of the world. She's actually Canadian, and from both sides of direct sales models as well, because she has been a part of party plan and network marketing. And she has been in the corporate as well as field. So we're kind of kindred spirits. She's also been in the industry for more than 35 years, and she's worked with thousands of successful leaders, noting the habits and behaviors that set them apart. Sandy believes in new school network marketing, and that's about less hype and salesy language and more about real connection, okay, truth, and helping people solve a problem or achieve a dream. She describes our industry this way: a business platform with embedded equity, distributed wealth building, carries zero gender wage gap, accessible to all, immediately scalable and global, low risk, no upfront capital needed, do anywhere, anytime, and is ethical. That sounds the type of business I'd like to be involved with. Hey, we are. So can you please give it up for Sandy, where she shares some wisdom with all of you. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you, Celine, for such a beautiful introduction. Hello, everyone. I wish I could see all of you. I'm just imagining that you're smiling at me and you're leaning in and you're so excited to hear what I have to say. You know, Stephen Covey was noted for the concept of begin with the end in mind. So I'm going to borrow that. Let's fast forward 20 minutes. I see all of you and you're on your feet and you're applauding loudly and you're ready to put into action everything you're going to hear to help you have the most successful 60 days ever. That means that the ball's in my court now, and I have to deliver the goods to make that ending happen. This is my second Juice Plus event, and I'm so honored to be invited back. I've had a bit of a peek under the covers, and I have to share with all of you that I am totally smitten by the juicy culture, the inclusiveness, the support, the positivity, the collaboration between the company and the field, between the field leaders, and with the various markets around the world. Plus, there's so much excitement about the future of this legacy company. That is not something that you get to feel and experience everywhere. Congratulations to all of you. You are the keepers of this most amazing culture. At the July event, I talked about belief, having 10 out of 10 belief in the company, the leadership, the products, the compensation program, the industry or profession of network marketing, and in you, that you can do this. Today, I'm here to talk about tools. What are they? Why do we need them? And how and when do we use them? As Celine shared in my intro, I have had the privilege of working with thousands of successful network marketers around the globe in many different companies. And the one thing that I can say for sure, the leaders with the largest and most sustainable businesses are those that use the right tools effectively. The businesses that grow the fastest get their people using one tool right away. What do you think that tool is? Go ahead and write it in the comments. If you answered sharing their story, you're right. The story, your story, is the greatest tool in your whole toolkit. Whether you're just getting started or you're a top leader, the goal of your story is to open a connection. Stories elicit emotions in those hearing them. People cannot help but be drawn in and put themselves in your story. They may be numb to advertising, but they yearn for connection. Since your story is your greatest tool, you want to take control of two things. the quality of the story, and the number of times you share it. That's key to your success. So, how many times will you share your story in the next 60 days? The one thing that's going to make a difference in whether or not you have a solid, personally qualified business to earn bonuses, recognition, and special training in the new global promotion. You know, events are tools too, like this one right here. You have a full calendar of events every month to use and grow your business. How many of you watched the global event recently? At that event, leadership was defined not as a title or a rank or authority, rather, someone who embraces the awesome responsibility to help those around them rise. So, how can you help people rise? You can help them believe that they can do this too. Linda Evenden shared at that event that her enroller, Lauren LaHave, poured belief into her right from the beginning. When Linda brought up the why nots, Lauren said, "You know what? I understand all your reasons, but what if you could? What if we could do this together?" Using tools is one of the simplest and fastest ways to grow your own belief and confidence and that of others too. It's true. And what if I told you that I've not only seen the proof in people's results, but there's science to back it up too? In the book Atomic Habits, author James Clear shares new research that shows confidence comes from recent past experience. This directly impacts a person's belief in their capacity to succeed in the future. Using tools gets new people into action quicker and experiencing their first successes faster. When they have quick wins, their confidence increases, their belief grows, and they're motivated to take more action. It's like a loop. Take the action, get the results, build belief and confidence. Take more action, get results, and so on. We know that consistent action creates momentum. If you'd like some more momentum in your business, give me a thumbs up. Tools also help with duplication and scaling your business so that in time, you get to benefit from the power of leveraging compounding, two principles that make this network marketing such a brilliant business model. Approved tools also help ensure consistency and compliance of message, plus professionalism of look and feel. Let's dive in and find out more about tools and how you can put them to work for you. So, what exactly is a tool? Dictionary.com says this: tools help with performing or facilitating a mechanical or repetitive task to do it faster, more precisely, and get predictable results. Also, tools are anything that's used as a means of accomplishing a task or a purpose. In juicy speak, tools help with repetitive, non negotiable tasks like attracting new customers, explaining how the products work, helping new people get started and have a great experience, plus understanding how you can earn money and rank advance. So, what's in your toolbox? Your story opens the door. The next step is the invitation, inviting your prospects to take a look, to learn more, to see if there's a fit. Here's just some of the tools that you have for this from your company: the Inspiring Healthy Living presentation, the Truth About Juice Plus video, and the Plus Side brochure. Tools also provide training. They answer questions and help people learn at their own pace and become self-directed and independent. You have a full menu of training and Zoom calls every week right at your fingertips. So why else do we use tools? Do we only use them when they're new? Surely we must get better with practice. Let me answer that question with a story. 5-year-old Lulu has been outside playing and comes running home to ask her mom, Mummy, where did I come from? Mom is shocked, thinking, oh my goodness, I'm not expecting this. I thought I had at least 3 more years before she would ask me that question. As all good mums do, she took a deep breath. She crouched down, she smiled and looked little Lulu in the eyes, and then she launched into a big, long, drawn-out story about when 2 people love each other, blah, blah, blah. Little Lulu sits there just as long as she can, and finally, when she can't stand it anymore, she jumps up, and with hands on hips, she says, Mom, Hugo says he comes from Wodonga. All I want to know is, where do I come from? Now that's a funny story, but it illustrates a valuable point. Sometimes we are just like that when somebody says, tell me about your products, or what do you do? We launch into this long drawn out dissertation about ingredients, where they're sourced, how products are manufactured, the clinical studies, oh my goodness, and who they help, and we just go whoa, all over people. When we finally come up for air, the potential customers' eyes are glazed over and they're backing away from us, heading for the door. It's just like little Lulu only wanting to know where that she's from Bundaberg, not about the birds and the bees. So if using a tool is so easy, why do some people say too much? Great question. Sometimes it's because we just get so darn excited. Sometimes it's because we're so darn nervous. Sometimes it's just because we're new and we haven't even thought about a concise way to answer. It may be because we're a subject matter expert, maybe a naturopath, a nutritionist, a professional athlete. We just know a lot. Experts call this the curse of knowledge. We can't see the forest for the trees. Wanting to help people and being so close to what we do, we can fail to speak the language of our customers. When this happens, we create confusion. People don't engage, therefore they tune out and they give their attention to someone who is speaking their language. All of that information about ingredients and science is important to the right people, but it's more important to let them ask questions and qualify what else they want to know so you can send the right tool. We only have so long to hang on to their attention. And lastly, sometimes when we say too much, it's just about ego. We're trying to impress. We want to sound smart. Think about that. Is your job to impress people? To make them think, oh, if only I could talk like her, if only I could sound just like him, I know I could be successful. Rather, use the tools. Let new people know that when they get started, they can use the same tools. How you get people started is how they will get people started. Make it look simple. Richard Branson has a great quote, and it says, anyone can make something complex. Genius is in making it simple. Plus, simplicity is one of your core values at Juice Plus. If the approach is complex, people won't even get started. A confused mind does nothing. The greatest challenge that people have with network marketing is embracing the simplicity, embracing the same simple process at high volume. People often ask me, should I make my own tools? It's a great question. If a tool already exists, either from your company or your upline or an outside vendor, why would you want to reinvent the wheel? Do you get paid for making tools? Is making tools going to make your role look easier or harder? Are others going to want to do that? Is that what you want duplicated in your business? Check first to see if the company or your upline has a tool. Or for something like a CRM, a customer management tool, you can check out ones like Teamsy or Penny. See what's available. Find out what others are using, what they like about it, what they don't like, what are the limitations. I've seen so many people spend a lot of time and money creating tools that are beautiful, but never get used because they're not simple. Eric Worre says a tool has to be so simple to explain and use that people think, I can do that. Often making tools, it is avoidance of doing what people don't like doing, but it's what really needs to be done. So here's a few important things to remember about tools. Tools don't close the sale. They open or deepen a relationship, like your story opens the door to the next step, the invitation to take a look. Tools need your human touch. Never send a tool on its own. Think of how you feel when you receive something out of the blue from someone you don't know, or they put you into a Facebook group without even asking. It demonstrates caring and a real desire to help when you have communication, online or offline, before you send the tool to say you're sending something through and to put a message with it. Sending out tools blindly reinforces the tarnished reputation of network marketing and possibly closes a door for you permanently. You also need to know your audience. What problem or dream do they have that you might be able to help them with? No problem or dream? They probably don't need you. If there might be a fit between what you have and their problem or dream, it's tool time. To get them to take a look, you need to know their preferred method of communication. Is it an email with attachments, a video, or is it participating in a webinar or a Zoom call? It's important to remember that tools don't do all the work. Fraser Brooks says tools are the seeds. You have to plant them in the best soil, then water and fertilize them and nurture them to bring them to harvest. Tools are often married up with a system. The tool is the what, or the seed. The system provides the soil, the water, the fertilizer. It's the how that creates the desired results. For example, if you're sending a video to a potential new customer that explains how the products work, you need a system to wrap around the tool to ask for permission and follow up. Your system could be to ask something like, if I sent you a video, would you take a look? Great. Would you have time to watch it by Tuesday night? Perfect. I'll give you a call then, and you can let me know if you have any questions. Then when you call back, hi, it's Sandy. Did you have a chance to watch the video? You did? Great. What resonated for you? Do you have any questions? Everything comes down to your intention. Be clear on what it is. I'm pretty sure you don't want to be described as pushy or aggressive or someone who's just chasing a sale. Now let's talk about compliance. If you watch the global event, you know that Gary Vee talked about compliance and how important it is. He referred to it as the biggest challenge we face in our industry, especially in the health and wellness space. He said we're supposed to have zero tolerance and that we cannot look the other way. Using approved tools ensures that your message is compliant, that there's no medical claims or conditions mentioned, and no overstating a product or income results. What about building globally with the local market tools? The Juice Plus expansion plan is so exciting, doubling the footprint by serving more people and more families in more countries around the globe. Using tools is so important when it comes to building in other markets. Here's 4 reasons why. Tools allow you to be sensitive to differences in cultures and needs. Just because a country speaks English doesn't mean there aren't cultural nuances and needs that you want to be aware of. Number two, tools keep you from creating confusion. Your role is to create clarity. Using local tools will guarantee that you're only talking about products that are available in that market. Often, when a new market launches, it does so with a limited product offering or different products with different names. The pricing is likely to be different from what you know. They also might have promotions and incentives with start and cutoff dates that you need to be aware of. If you want to attract people and get them into action, keep things simple, clear, and accurate. Number three, using market-specific tools ensures compliance. What can you say in that market? Don't assume you can make the same claims as you can in Australia or New Zealand. Number four, using tools allows you to create confidence and belief to duplicate and build faster. So while we're talking about duplication, does duplication mean I can't be authentic? What really needs to duplicate? In my 38 years in this industry, here's what I know for sure. Tools, systems, scripts, and templates duplicate. People don't. If you're building your business based on personality, you're not duplicatable. Network marketing has two parts: expanding your network and marketing and selling to that network. Tools help people do the daily do. Linda calls it the unsexy things you do to earn a sexy paycheck. Another seven-figure earner I work with calls it mastering the mundane. Whatever you call it, it's the non-negotiable income-producing activities like finding people to talk to, talking to the people you find, helping new people have a great product experience, helping them earn their first money. Showing others how to do these daily activities is a big part of how you earn your sexy paycheck to create the time and financial freedom you desire. When you want to be creative and authentic, you get to do that in your marketing. That's when you get to use your unique magic and your secret sauce when choosing your niche, creating your avatar and your messaging, and when planning and executing amazing events. The bottom line, the more tasks you can handle with tools and without thinking, the easier you'll make things look to others, and the more you free up your brain to focus on other things like being an indomitable force for good. The world needs you now more than ever. So don't be a tool. Learn to use the tools. Now, this is the part where you get to stand on your feet aloud and clap loudly and wildly because you're so excited thinking about who you're going to talk to and what tools you're going to use to qualify your business. Thank you.